Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Right, welcome to Just Trains TV. Mark's with me this evening. He's not on the webcam, but he's here with the microphone on. So, hello, Mark. Is he here?
Hello, mate. Hello,
There he
guys. Sorry, this is my formal. Hello, guys.
is.
Got my Radio 4
Formal.
voice on.
This is going to be quite interesting. I think we're going to have a good laugh this evening. I'm going to tackle the V2 Advanced. Mark's going to be my second man or my wingman, at least, giving me some hints and stuff along the way, and just making sure I get to Sheffield.
General abuse as well, I'm sure.
It's going to be a laugh. Right, so this is, of course, our new day for the stream. So Tuesdays are our new one. So if you turned up last night and we weren't here, we do apologise. But yeah, we have moved to Tuesdays, and again with the occasional Friday streams that you saw last week as well, just doing random bits and pieces. So who have we got in? So I can see Whitemead's here. Good evening, Alfie Guinea. Good evening, Mark's here, of course, under Just Trains Mark as well. Kate Elva Powell, Ben Appletree. Good to see us. I can see also Mark Riley. Good to see you. Trainman 37. Who else have we got? Rob Allen, good evening. Kate Elva Powell. Spotty Southeast, hello. Willow, good to see you. And Stretched as well. I think that's it. I've covered everyone. Anyone else just having a lurk? Good evening. Oh, just some Northerners here as well. Good evening, funds as well. Oi, oi. Right. We're at Leicester. We're on the Midland Main Line. We've got Green Arrow. The LNER V2 Advanced, again, is our pack of choice this evening. I don't think we've done this on the stream. I know we've done a few different steam locos over the few years, but I don't think we've done this one, so wish me luck.
You've been promoted to professional driver now, mate. That's why you're on this one. This is your biggest challenge to date.
My God, don't. It's a lot of pressure. Right. So first things first, before we get going, we're on auto fireman because obviously there's a lot for me to obviously contend with, keeping up with stream chats and stuff like that as well. We're going to first of all go through the lamp procedure. So Mark's going to obviously give us some gen on what we do here, so we can set our lamps according to what type of service we are. So I'm going to unpause the game. If you want to just give us the lowdown.
Well, and you've just thrown me properly on the bus there because I hadn't actually got it on my screen ready. But thanks, Tom.
You're all right.
So your headlamps, you can put various different arrangements on there. We're an express passenger, so we want the two outer lamps. So that is control and 1 for the left lamp, and control and 1 will give you the right hand lamp.
Oh, hang on. Control 1 and which one? Sorry.
Control 3.
Control 3. Yep, that's on. Excellent stuff. Josh, good evening. Mark Facecam, we're not this evening. He hasn't got his webcam on. I'm not
green
using
screen.
a PVC, no. No, he hasn't got green screen yet. So we can't do it, unfortunately. No PVC for driving this. Too much to contend with that. Right, so I think that's sort of. There's no headboard or anything, is there, Mark, for this? I don't think
The map's on the bottom of the pack. I'm looking in the manual. I mean, you're asking me all the big questions straight off here, aren't you?
I'm just throwing some curveballs there.
This one I don't think does have the headboard in, no. So
No,
you're all set up and you're ready to go now, mate.
Excellent. Right, so get F3 on. We'll open. Oh no, we're not opening doors, so I won't do that. Just gonna pause that. So we're gonna drive 4771, the Green Arrow, from Leicester to Sheffield via Lenton Curve at Nottingham. It's a fictional rail tour set in the mid 2000s, so there should be some nice liveries about on this as well. So we're going to be picking up some water first of all at Humberston Road, and then we're going, I think, on the slows first. Am I right, Mark? Up through Syston.
Oh, we can give the entire plan away if you want, mate. I mean,
Well,
it's up to you.
I'm just sort of like giving the lowdown on the.
No, we're going. Yeah, we're going. So what we're doing, guys? We're going Leicester to Sheffield. We're going via Lenton Curve at Nottingham. Tom's going to try and take the train up a quite steep hill out of Nottingham there. And we're going to go up the Awash Valley all the way up to Sheffield. Got 12 coaches on the back as well. So let's see how far our experienced Mr. Tom gets. And my phone's ringing. Just bear with me a sec.
Backwards, isn't it, this thing? There we go. Mark's chuckling quietly. Right, let's get that on full, that's in. Lock that in. Right. just sort of like getting myself acquainted here.
Sorry about that. I had to answer a phone call.
Are you alright? Right, small ejectors on, yeah.
So you want to get your brakes fully released on the handle on the left there. You got the brakes fully applied at the minute, right? So get your brakes fully off.
Definitely off.
Oh, they're fully applied, mate, on my screen. Oh, there they are now. Right, okay, so when the vacuum barrage needle on the left hand side of the top of the gauge there, when that needle gets up to 21, you can then knock the brake handle back to the central position. Just press the at button and it'll knock it back to the central position, the running position that is. And then make sure your cylinder cocks are on. Make sure you get the reverse in full forward and you should be good to move.
So that's 21 almost. Robbo, yes, he's going to be an interesting one. So obviously Mark's got his eye on the chat as well in between.
Yeah, I've just seen the one about somebody's put a wrong link in Nightbot there, so I'll try and find the actual link. Not quite sure what's gone on there.
The big link is in. Oh, it's not got a space in it, has it? Hang on.
Is this bad Tom?
That's bad Tom now.
Thought it might
Yeah, it's booked. Just pause the game a second, just so we don't get any time delays. Edit that. Yeah, there should be 2 separate links. Yeah, that's my fault there. Right, that's sorted. So the next one comes through in about 10 minutes. It should be right.
Smooth as ever, mate. Well done. GG's.
GG's, right. Do I need to have the injector live steam open, do you say?
Yeah, you can leave that one open, yeah. Leave that. No, injector. No, injector's fireman's job, mate. Ejector's your brakes, what you're about.
No, that's on. Yeah, the small one's on, right.
But you don't need to touch the injector, mate. That's for water.
Right, alright.
You've got your fireman for that.
Tell her don't.
You're pressing your man's buttons there. All you're worried about, mate, is getting this train moving. So, regular circle.
Just gonna say that's very loud.
Yeah, you can turn the cylinder cocks off now if you're not over
So where are they on this?
Shift and C.
Shift
on
and
the
C.
right hand side of the cab.
Oh, the opposite side on this, are they? Apologies for any ears.
Yeah, you haven't turned it off. You've got a whole shift and C.
Shift and C.
I forgot to say.
Yeah, it's easy to do it here.
It's going to be a long night, guys. The scenario's like 2 hours long, so this is going to be a long one.
God help us.
Thankfully, I've given you quite easy timings. My mic sounds very loud on the stream.
I did put your microphone up a bit just so it doesn't get drowned out.
Right, so you're going into the Humberston Road loop. So what we're doing is we're going to go and get water from the water tanker. So this train will pretend it came from Brighton or something. It might take a long time, but it came from somewhere. So what it's got to do now is it's got to get water. Now, the JT Common Library, for those that aren't aware, actually has a water tanker asset in it that you can place in scenario to, you can fill up any steam loco as far as I'm aware. It should work with any steam loco, like you would on a rail tour. So you can fill up water from the tender to the tender, and keep yourself going in, do long scenarios and stuff like that. That
So
signal will clear. It's got a tab button. So
Yeah.
you'll be fine there. Ollie Courage, when we'll see anything on the Hope Valley. Did you just shout at the same time as me? Oh, I thought you was getting a bit distracted, mate, so I'll leave you to it. So yeah, when we'll see anything on the Hope Valley, there should be an in-depth post within a couple of weeks, updating on what's coming with that one. So some new screenshots and stuff, but rest assured it is progressing quite nicely at the minute.
LM Trains, good evening. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Even
You
Chris
can go up to
Harrison.
25 here, Tom.
No, I'm just putting it open a bit.
You want to probably knock your reverser back a bit now.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Slightly. You've got plenty of steam anyway.
Well, it'll soon build up again. I won't be sat in here.
Oh, you've got about, you're not due off for like 7 minutes yet or something,
Oh,
so you've got plenty of time. I made it so that you've got plenty of time to just
Giving me
beat
extra.
Tom. Yeah, just
Tom
beat
time.
Tom and get along. Hey, pal, on trains what you want, mate. So for those that don't already have the V2, it is on offer at the moment, till the end of the month. It's going to go on offer. And that's at £7.99. So it's normally 16 quid, and it's now £7.99 till the end of the month.
Evening, man.
Olive. Evening, Castle. I have to be professional.
Ah, you're fine. Within reason. We're not playing Retfest.
No, not that one.
That's a unicorn. Good evening to yourself as well.
So your reference point with this, mate, is the tender needs to be sort of literally level with the back of the tanker. Just remember with your brakes, they're going to take ages to release if you mess up. So make sure that you're just not like braking too much as getting too close.
Taking it easy for this bitch, so I don't mess this. Yes, Buzz.
Your best way to do this, Tom, is to do it from the 2 camera. So you rest off with your 2 camera looking sideways on, and you'll get a better view.
This way.
You go further left, and then you want the tender to be literally level. So.
Like that.
Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on the stream. So if you press T now, hopefully you'll start seeing some water going in.
Oh yeah, it's doing it. Yeah.
Yep, so you'll take on water there, you'll get 4,250 gallons. If the active fireman is behaving himself, you should have plenty of water there to get you to Sheffield. I got to Sheffield with about 1,500 gallons in, I think. It's about 60 something miles, I think. I can't remember exactly how far it is. It's quite a long way. Evening, Dan.
Evening, Dan. Evening, Scott.
No, Scott, because I've got like a dump behind me, so it won't look like professional. So
no green screen.
No green screen.
Nope.
Got my invisibility cloak from Hogwarts.
Whose door open?
Good old train sim.
Bit of air conditioning.
Get a bit
Air
of
conditioning as well, it is, yeah. It's fine. That's why I select the doors. Thought I've seen things then. Since when did we do professionalism?
No, it's an illusion, Scott. It's an illusion.
Mark's brought the professionalism with him. DJ Snap Attack, good evening. Central train cards for you.
So you'll have about 5 minutes or so here. You're waiting for the northbound service, and then you'll get the road.
Bibino69, thank you very much for the follow. Good evening to you.
Oh, was that what that meant when he said join the hype train?
Yeah, you get different ones for Facebook and Twitch, so some of them change slightly and what they are. Yeah, I'm going to change the HUD actually. It's a very good shout. So it's quite hard to see, especially what you could do with it really on this. So I'm going to probably bring it up nearly full.
You probably want your F5 HUD to be honest when you get on the main line.
Yeah, I'll just leave it on as it is here for a minute. Excuse me. We are on AP Mark 1s, I think, are we, Mark? This?
Yeah, these are the AP Mark 1s we've got behind here. You do get some Mark 1s with the pack, actually.
You do?
Fair, I believe.
Do you get some teats
yeah, you do get
as well?
Mark 1s with the pack. Yeah, you also get... So, what you get with this is you get some Matrix Trains, LNER Grizzly teat coaches. You get a brake composite corridor, brake third corridor, first corridor, restaurant composite, a sleeping composite, and a third corridor. So you get a full set of teat coaches with this pack, and then you also get the Just Trains Mark 1s included for the scenarios that you get with the the loco as well. So you get, included with the loco, you get for Rangers now, you get some for the Weardale and Teesdale route. You get one for the East Coast Main Line, London to Peterborough route, one for Newcastle to Edinburgh, two for the Woodhead route, the steam version, not the blue version. Settle to Carlisle route, you get a scenario on there. You get one on Western Main Line, and then two on the Riviera line in the 50s route. And it also has quick drive contests. I'm not exactly sure what contests are, but it says in the manual that it does have some. And in terms of the loco, you get quite a few different variations of the V2. You obviously get other in the BR days. You get both double chimney and single chimney ones, and you get Type 2 and Type 3 4,200 gallon tenders. And then you've also got the Preserve collection, which covers Green Arrow. So you got Green Arrow in Doncaster Green. Not as we're seeing here, that's is a slightly different version. Then you get the British Railways Line Green, which is the one it carried on the main line in the early 2000s and late 90s. And then the version we're driving is the LNER Doncaster Green from the 2000s. So that's the one seen like 2007, stuff like that. And the loco also comes with different driving options. You can drive it in advanced mode, intermediate mode, or simple mode, which basically is the just one control sort of thing, go and stop. So it comes with a range of different sort of things that you can do with it.
Various different views inside the cab there as well.
Anthony, right, so yeah, the Oak Valley, you'll get a dev update going out in a couple of weeks or so, maybe this week or next week. There'll be a new dev update for that, which will provide some new screenshots, but rest assured, it's all going well at the minute.
I've just seen a request for the whistle there, so here's the whistle. There's a few different settings on that. Can you quill this one, Mark?
Yeah, you can, but it's hard to grab it in the cab. You can find it in the cab, but it's a bit difficult to sort of reach it. Evening, David, how are you doing?
Evening, David. Just gonna wait for it to blow off, I'll do that again. Underground Gary, good evening, Rogue Squadron as well. Passive view on the Mark 1s, yeah.
The coaches that come included do have passenger views as well, though, to be fair. We don't know what it'll cost in a minute, Anthony. That'll be announced like last couple of months. We're a fair way from release yet, so just keep your eyes peeled when we get closer to that. Evening there, Gary. Hope your wife's doing alright, mate.
I'm going to pull this forward.
Yeah, you can pull up to the signal. Once you've got your water, you can pull up. You should get the road, actually, to be fair.
I've got a signal, yeah, it's just changed to green now.
Right, yeah, you clear onto the main line. This is what's Evening, Josh. You've whipped this cylinder cocks on, haven't you, for a minute?
Yeah, I've just deafened everyone there. I do apologise. Try and pull this again. Quite do it then.
Evening, Stu. How are you doing?
Evening, Stu.
Right, so you'll cross right over onto a slow here.
Okay.
You've got a 25 limit, so you can get it nicely opened up. Just remember, if you go up to 25 miles an hour before the back of the train for the crossovers, you're going to have to make sure you reverse to go back to 25% indicated, and not indicated on the F3 hood either, because that looks like it's indicated in the cabin. So taking on water with a real tanker in real life, there is I think the ones that come from where the redundant show is, they can do it in about 12 minutes, I think it is. They're sort of the fastest ones that do water stops. If you get a low pressure sort of tanker, they can take half an hour to 45 minutes sort of thing. It's quite a long job.
Are you able to turn yourself up a bit more, Mark?
I can try boosting the mic a bit, and I'll give myself.
It's very loud in here.
That's the only problem with Steam.
Yeah,
I can turn myself up, it's alright on.
I might be able to just knock the game a little bit as well.
Hopefully that's a little bit louder.
It's just a very loud local. Let's knock the game down a little bit as well. Might do it. We can only
Evening,
trout.
Jake.
Evening, Jake.
I found that I'm now deafening.
Yeah, that's it now, the other way around.
All I was saying is I was just answering the question about the water, and in real life that stop with a high pressure tank would have taken about 12 minutes probably. With a low pressure one, we're looking at 30 to 45 minutes generally speaking, it seems, most of the time. Apart from the one occasion, I went on a rail tour just over 20 years ago with Blue Peter, and we stopped for water on the way back from King's Cross. We stopped at Retford. I think it was Retford that we stopped at. We stopped somewhere anyway. And the tanker driver decided to give the Blue Peter loco a helping hand by warming the water up. And he warmed the water up and obviously basically got the loco. It wasn't the one I'm thinking of there, don't get Retford, it was somewhere else, but I remember that's what happened. And basically knackered the loco by putting warm water in it.
Pressure's dropping it.
I can't see pressure because your face, mate.
Oh.
And I can't see it because of the frame either.
You should be able to see pressure. I put the
Oh,
hood
I
up.
can see that. Yeah, you've killed that.
Hey?
You've killed it.
Already?
Yeah. You need to knock the reverser back a bit more, probably to about 35% indicated. I drive it off the actual reverser in the cab, you see, so I don't know exactly where they are. Yeah, Newark takes ages for water. The worst ones are the actual hydrants on like stations and stuff. That take like an hour if you're not careful.
Yeah.
And on, you're at 25 mile an hour and you've not got your reverser at the right position, but your regulator's shut. Instead of shutting it, you're best off just leaving it slightly cracked open.
So is it like 10%?
Yeah, you should be able to open it up a bit now. We need to go more than 25.
Yeah, I'm trying to just sort of like make sure we don't make a mess of this.
It will take 4 hours at that speed. Yeah, the old fire engines, they're the fast tankers, so the old fire engines. They're little mini sort of fire engines ones. They're not actually fire engines anymore. What's the name? I think the name of the company's Bells and Two Tones or something like that. That fire's going down the chimney, mate.
Not looking very good, is it?
No, I think you have to turn active fireman off because I think active fireman's ruining everything.
What was it? Control.
I'm not actually sure if active fireman's putting any coal in. I've not seen it do anything yet.
Put the fire.
Right. Press Control and F, turn him off. What's your fire mat? On F5, on the F5 one.
My fire mass is £837.
It's a fairly decent that then. That's you're only about 860 I think on this.
Yeah. Pressure's like 161 though.
Yeah. I can't see the HUD because we've got all the thing in front of the screen, so I can't see the F5 HUD. So I don't know what's happening.
I don't really either. Let's put water in. Help.
We should have done this the other way around. Maybe I should have driven and you should have talked. I don't know how to cover this one.
Put in 25 for start. Second.
Well, we're getting loads of water in there, so that's one thing.
Water's 102.
Yeah, you want to stop putting water in. What have you pressed to put water in?
Nothing. Put the blower on.
Yeah, mate, I think you've killed it.
Not good, is it?
Is your water still going up?
Yeah.
You need to stop putting water in. Did you turn active fireman off?
I turned it off.
Look behind you at the water pipes. On the floor, on the back of the cab. You're messing the ejectors for me. Right, you've got water going in, so press K.
Okay.
Those two, the water feeds need to be up not
these
down.
things.
Yeah. We both
That's
need to
all.
be up on K&L cookies for that. Okay, because
They're both up.
Yeah, but you need them up, not down.
Yep.
Because I can stop putting water in. This is up. Right, now hold shift and iron shifted no to turn the injector off.
Shift 9. Yeah.
Did you do shift and no as well?
Still putting water in, I think.
I think the loco's a bit up at it. I think you still got the injectors on, mate. You got to hold it for like 3 or 4 seconds.
Hoping for the best here.
No, you just put them on, mate. You got to hold shift and iron shift and no.
Right, that doesn't sound like it's putting anything in now. Yeah, it's not. It's
You
going
go
down.
anti-clockwise. Yeah, they go clockwise to them off.
Yeah.
Right, you got them off now. Right. Hold N to put the blower on them.
Yeah, there we go. We're not terminating at Sice.
We might be terminating somewhere this bit. Right, hold N till the blower's fully on. So I think we put it fully on now.
Going up. Comedy. Sorry, Jake. At the minute, I need to leave the reverse as it is. Little thing with the V2 pack.
Well, we're going to end up priming them. I can't remember. Can you blow a cylinder on this? Can't remember.
Can I get it going a bit?
Come on, no. Yeah, if you put the regulator on, I think we're going to blow the cylinders. Yeah, you need to open the drain valve. That's a fair point. So hold C. You're going to make everybody deaf again. Basically, guys, what we're showing you here is the advanced features of the loco that mean that you can actually get to drive if you're not careful. Don't open the regulator too much, mate. You end up blowing thing up. We need the water percentage to come down to 100%.
Yeah.
You need to keep the sun cocks on. If this gets to Sheffield, it'll be an absolute miracle.
We might get there for about midnight at this rate.
Well, you're supposed to be here. You're still on time. You're about a minute late, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad. I'll take that.
It is timed at like 45% of the loco's potential.
I am focusing. I want to at least get past Trent Junction. I feel like I've achieved something to get past there.
This is an absolute disaster. What's your boiler pressure on it?
PSI pressure is 171 at the minute.
Yeah, we'll keep it. But you see, because what we're doing is we're burning the steam off it essentially at the minute.
Yeah, it's going down the water again.
Because we're trying to get the water to come back down. You've used 200 gallons there in about half a mile.
We'll just do a heads out view. At least we can hear talking for a moment whilst we're doing that. The main thing is that we're still moving.
Well, barely, but yeah, we are still moving.
The passengers are at least getting the money's worth. Hopefully, you guys at home, if you do purchase this, you can drive it better than me.
It is quite a challenge to drive, but if you master it, it's quite an enjoyable challenge. But it's certainly.
Yeah, my fire mass is 785.
Yeah, put a bit more coal in. So you want to go in the cab.
Jesus. What buttons am I pressing before going there? So
You want to hold F to open the firebox doors, and then you want to hold R to put coal in.
Right, it's going up.
The loco does a simple mode as well. If you're in the menu there, and you press, it's all in the manual. It tells you how to access that. But, yeah, you can do it in a much easier method. We're trying to do it in a in advanced mode, but Tom struggled a little bit, bless him. And then I'm not the best either with the V2 controller. I've only driven it twice in the last 2 years, so...
It's the blind leading the blindish.
Neither of us is fantastic at it.
Right, it's putting coal in anyway.
Yeah, so you want to keep that, when you get to about 860 on your fire mass,
yeah,
you want to stop putting coal in. But yeah, you are generally better with steam over the F5 hood, but the problem is I can't see the F5 hood.
Yeah, the F5 will get cut off by our Just Trains TV logo, unfortunately. And I can't move it because it's all part of the border. Maybe we should have it different for when we drive steam.
Probably should be on the right side.
Yeah, we might have to see if Will can maybe do a steam loco driving version.
Whose idea was to drive steam on this one?
I think it was yours, wasn't it?
Oh, back one.
You did spend a few days making the scenario as well.
Yeah, true. I mean, I did make the scenario nice and slow. You've still got 12 minutes to get to Loughborough. It's timed at about 40 miles an hour, so... He's got 12 Mach 1s on, so he's got a fair weight, and he's got a 1 in 100.
Fire mass is 968.
968?
970.
Well, stop putting coal in then.
Right, 5.
You hold shifter now and shift and
it's
F
gone down now.
to shut it over.
That's that.
I don't know you, Tom, sometimes, mate. I sit here and I says, did I not, guys, in the chat, did I not just say too much like a minute ago? Did I say fire mass 860, don't go fire 860, ideal fire mass 860, and then the next one I get is, oh yeah, fire mass is 970 pounds. I mean, what are we doing?
108% on the water now.
Yeah, Alex, Tom's just recreating what happened on the North Yorkshire Moors that time with the priming, so Tom decided he just wants to have a bit of priming. So he's showing how the loco can be broken in a minute.
Yeah, it's all going well. But we are still moving.
Well, we are like an almighty. No doubt.
Trying not like the first time a little bit, just to get that PSI back up a bit.
You're best off asking Dovetail Games what you get on the PS4 games. They are working on Steam 4 Train Sim 2 at the minute, so obviously they're working on something, but not something we've got control over, I'm afraid. We're going to get to the stalling soon, Alex. I mean, you can turn the cylinder cocks off now. We've got the water pressure a bit lower.
Is it shift and C?
Or cylinder. Shift and C, yeah. Did you shut the firebox door, Tom?
Yeah.
Right, go back in the cab so we can see what's going on. Right, hold M to put the, I don't know if you've got the dampers on, so hold M to put those on if you haven't already.
I'm holding them.
All these things are detailed in the manual as well, so like the dampers and everything will tell you how they blur and stuff like that.
It's a heck of a lot to learn.
You're best off if you're really driving this the first time, taking it on one of the scenarios included and sort of learning it that way. Just driving, quick drive or whatever you want to do.
Is there any tutorial scenarios? Sort of get you going.
You what?
Are there any scenarios that are sort of like tutorial wise, or they just sort of like throw you straight in?
There's a variety of them. I mean, I can't remember. It's so long since I made these scenarios. Whether these ones have any real tutorial features in them or not, to be honest. If you're looking to get into the advanced range, the standard 4 does have a definite tutorial scenario included in it.
I think out of all the Steam range, my favourite and the easiest for me to drive is the 7MT.
Yeah, the 7MT is the easiest one. The V2 is probably the most advanced of the lot. Because Chris Barnes, who did a lot of the code and stuff on it, he learned so much in the time when he was doing these things that he implemented everything on the V2, and there's a whole of a lot of little advanced features and little things about this one. are accelerating slowly. Not very quickly, but you're accelerating gradually.
Trying to not eat that pressure.
Oh yeah, it's down the pan at the minute, mate.
You actually stop. When's the next stop?
You've got a brief stop at Locomotive if you're there early, but you've got to stop at Trent as well if you get stopped by the signal level. I don't know how you're going to do with nothing. You don't actually have any booked spots stopped until Chesterfield.
Right. It sounds like it's getting going. It's making good noise. Reverse at 27.
It's the pressure that's the problem.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play with the reverser.
You don't want to put the reverser too far down, otherwise you don't have any power at all.
It's right about 29.
Just have drains the valve you can activate when departing. Yeah, you can just hold C and then it'll get the actual cylinder cocks on. There's actually included a little trigger fin that you can place in your scenario. If you wanted to simulate it, you sometimes hear some locos have got the actual cylinder cock stuck open, so one of them will just keep going all the time. There's actually a trigger that you can place in Snow Editor and make that actually happen.
So like
don't worry, Pedro, he'll probably stop anyway soon because he'll break it.
See all the mechanics, mechanisms moving there.
That's the lubricator.
I do like that, yeah, the lubricator stuff. Can I stop a moment while you make a cocoa? I've got to move, got to keep moving. We've got a long
kettle on the move here anyway.
I've got the kettle going if you want to make a brew.
Right, so try open put the I can't see it. Try and open the regulator a bit more. We need to get a bit faster than this. We're going very, very steadily here.
We break 40.
You probably need to try and bring the fire around a bit because we're not. If we work it more, we're more likely to bring the fire around a bit more. What's your fire mass at now?
Fire mass is 942.
Yeah, it'll get better with steaming as you go along. You've killed the fire a bit there by overloading it so much. Alright, well, I'm trying to see you later, mate. Thanks for joining in.
Thank you very much.
It's going to be a long one, might still be.
Yeah, we might still be here tomorrow.
We're here to the death, hopefully. If we get that far.
Should the blower off?
You need to get your head round this, Tom, before you get to the climb in a bit.
Well, we'll give it a go.
You don't need the blower on. You don't need the blower on too much now. Yeah. I feel like DJ Snap Attack should have come on the mic earlier, and I could have sat on the track because he's got a better idea of it than I have. I'm alright when I'm driving it, but I struggle to sort of.
Tutorial.
Well, people know how frustrated I get when I review sometimes. I'm trying to keep it professional.
Jake, wanna thank you for the light there.
So Mr. Whitemead will know exactly what I mean now. He knows I'm burning inside. You're doing alright, the pressure's coming back.
It is.
You probably want to get a bit more water in there in a second or two.
That's I&O, isn't it?
No, you don't have to put both on.
No, alright.
So go back in the cab. So the way we do this, so we've got no water going in there. Go back in the cab. Press K. If you look behind you, you'll see the water feed go down into the cab floor.
So only one of them went down.
Yeah, you only put one of them down.
Right.
And then you can put I. You tap I, and you'll hear the when the injector is putting water into the boiler, you hear it singing.
Single yellow, aren't we?
Yeah, you need to shut the regulator off. You've put the wrong injector on there, you held O, didn't you?
No. Oh, press I.
You've missed the address there, mate. Get your brakes released.
What was on here?
You pressed O. That's what you did. You didn't put the right injector on.
Oh my god.
The pressure's come back at least.
Oh,
Right, go back in the cab. Hold shift and I and a shift and O.
Right, they're off.
The problem is I've got a 30-second delay between what I'm seeing and what's happening.
Why has it stopped?
Tap I, so that hand on the left comes down to the left hand side slightly. You stopped because you missed the AWS, mate.
I pressed it, didn't I?
No, you missed it.
Knock the blower down before you blow off.
Ah, that's advanced stuff. That we don't worry. If he blows off, he blows off. Right, you should have to move forward again now. Put the reverse into full forward, so you need to get down right back up to 64%.
There we go.
Be careful, wheel slip. Right, just tap I a couple of times, Tom.
Jesus. I expect to see that's going flying through the screen. Right, I can hear it going in now.
No, water stop going in.
Water level 77 at the minute. I can hear it filling.
Go in the
It's going in.
go in the cab. It's very hard to explain the water. I can't explain myself either. It's a very fiddly thing. You've got to make sure the handles are aligned correctly and everything like that. I thought the handle on the left was supposed to move when you tap tie, not the one on the right. But anyway.
Eyes on the right. It's all the way around.
No, it's just obviously moving not good. Clearly. Right, if you turn around, we need to make sure that you've only got one water scoop down, one of your water feeds down. You want the one that's on K is down, and you want L to be up. I think they're both down at the minute.
Move. The right side one.
Well, I do it on K and L, I don't know which one left and I don't know!
Help.
Because someone who knows how to drive this thing's coming
If we jump off at Locomotive, can someone take over?
You've got plenty of pressure anyway, so knock your reverser forwards. Oh, you've got plenty of water in there, so you can push.
Right, water's nearly 100% now.
Yeah, so you need to make sure you get the injectors off, so shift and I, shift and O. Make sure both of those water feeds are up. You've got to make sure they're up, because otherwise we're going to end up throwing water out everywhere. And we'll run out.
Easy, just do it, just dragging them up, there we go. Blower, we need that all still.
No, you don't really need that on look.
There we
Right,
go.
so knock your reverser back down to about 40%, I'd say.
There we go.
And then you can open it up a bit more. Your coal might need to have some more coal in now. So, what time are you at?
8 watt.
Right, okay, fine for a minute. Now go back to the left hand side cab view, so we can see forward.
Put it on.
What?
Do I put
What?
fire in?
No, don't put
No?
the coal in
Okay.
the Well, they get down to about 840, then put some in.
Roger that. Nah, just need to see what we're doing here.
But you're fine at the minute. You're gaining speed quite nicely. You don't want to go. You've no point gaining too much because you've got a 40 limit coming
Yeah,
up. So just let it keep like this. We'll keep blowing off, but it doesn't really matter.
How are we doing? Are we doing alright?
Well, we're moving.
There'll be many people pulling their hair out watching this, I reckon.
We're only about a minute late.
Yeah.
Right, you can just don't shut the regulator, but just knock it back to like 15-20%.
Keep it like about 29.
Yeah, that'll do. Right, so let's get a bit more water in. Whilst we're coasting here just for a second, just get some more water in. So, high again, tap it down, and get your press K to get the water in as well.
Right, so that's that side. Which one are we doing?
Press K,
Oh, press K.
and it'll go down.
Right, it's gone down, yeah?
Right, so you put water in, and then you tap in I to put the. I don't know it by buttons in the cab. I do it by keys on the keyboard. So when you're saying what button you're moving in the cab, you lose it because I don't do that.
Pressing I, so I'm opening its eye.
But you'll hear the singing noise. I can't hear the singing on the stream.
There you go. Right, it's going up now.
There you go, yeah, there you go. It's just caught up. Just going to refresh the stream. So we don't want to burn too much fire out at the moment, but what you do need to do is put a bit of coal in. So get a bit of coal in now, and then we should be ready to go.
Okay. Half the shovel, isn't it? There we go, near it.
Yeah. Once you've got the coal, once you've got the firebox fully open, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, if you go over to your driver's seat, Tom.
The pressure's dropping like mad. That's right, it's just blown off, that's why.
Yeah, it's blowing off. It blows off to 205. So again,
Okay.
that's why you want to. Ideally, you do want to avoid blowing off because it's going to kill it. Right, open the regulator a bit more now. Stop putting water in first, and then get the regulator opened up. Don't. Oh, you've got to shut the regulator. Are you going to end up blowing the cylinder?
Going.
Just check you haven't blown the cylinder there. So you're going to 2 this one's still loco. We've got a massive steam leak, you've blown the cylinder.
Alright.
I think it's okay. Right, you should gain speed nice now. If you leave it like this for a little bit. When we get towards Trent Junction in 6 miles, you'll be able to shut off.
Yep. I'm glad they're looking fine.
Give people a bit of a demonstration on the whistle while we're going along, Tom.
Fire mass is 970.
Right, stop putting coal in now. That's okay. Right, you need to knock the reverser back a bit. So knock the reverser down to about 30, Tom.
Not doing reverse.
Yeah. And then you should be able to open the regulator fully then. Do a full reg. Count to 30, not 37.
It's 29, it's sort of like fluctuating between them. It's going right.
Yeah. Give it the full regulator now. The ideal thing is if we can keep steam sort of constant. Then when we shut off in a minute for Trent is when we want to get the water back in. Try and get to 70, it's a bit difficult on this with 12 coaches on.
Going like the clappers.
It's going better than I was actually, to be fair.
Jan.
I only managed to get about 65 out of it.
We're getting there.
If
If I could do this on my own, I'd be happy. But if I was on my own, I'd probably be in a heap of metal somewhere by now.
Well, it's alright, the chat have helped also. It's all good. We've done nearly a quarter of the journey, guys, but we're still going.
We've got big climb to do yet.
So for those that are live as well, if you're looking at this loco, it is currently on offer $7.99 till the end of the month, down from $15.99, and you can get the V2 loco included. The link keeps appearing in the chat, and you get also included some Bresla Teak coaches and the Just Trains Mark 1 coaches. The coaches that we've got here are actually the Armstrong Powerhouse ones. The scenarios that come with the loco, you get various different scenarios they're using with seat coaches and the Just Trains ones.
I'm not too far from the power station.
Yeah, you probably want to be getting your reversal set to 20% now. Getting ready to shut the
20%.
regulator. Yeah. Get some water in as well now.
I'll shut it off now, yeah?
Shut the regulator now, yeah. Get the water in. Get ready with your AWS, because if you don't answer the AWS and don't tap it more than once, just tap it once. Because if you tap it more than once, it gets the brakes. Go on. You got the water going?
Yeah.
Right, be ready with your brakes, because we should have a signal stop at Trent. Hi Ryan as well, welcome to the stream.
Good evening.
Right guys, so what we're doing now is we're approaching Trent Junction. This is where we're going to curve off and go towards Nottingham. So we'll curve off towards Nottingham, and then when we get towards Nottingham we'll go to Lenton Curve, and then we'll go around to the Wash Valley, and then up to Chesterfield. Good, thanks Ryan, hope you're all well.
Very well, thank you as well.
So you'll stop at that signal in about a mile, Tom, so just careful your brakes. You will probably get stopped, yeah. You're not due at Trent Junction till 11:24, so.
Yeah, I can see yellow there.
Yep. Yeah, you've got the coacting signal there, that's in the red side. One of the interesting little signals on this route. Ideally, we want to coast across the second bridge after the tunnel, just really slowly. Get your regulator fully shut, you've still got it open a bit.
Open it a bit?
No, shut it. You've got the reverser in the right place, you can shut it.
Right.
Completely.
So we've got biomass 803, water levels at 72.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep blowing off. So that's part of life at the minute, folks. I'm happy to be blowing off when I've no steam at all. If you put some more biomass in, you can press F now and put your fire back in to get it up to 860.
As long as we get through this tunnel, I'm happy.
Yeah, just get your brakes. Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry. Make sure your blowers on.
Off?
On.
On, yes.
When you're in a tunnel, you want the blower on.
Yeah.
You haven't got the regulator up, so it should be fine. Just make sure you're ready to stop at the signal.
See red signal.
You should have time here to have a little look around the loco. I reckon you'll have about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Links at Nightbot posted in the stream there, guys, as well. They are the links to the products that we're showing here. So we're showing the Midland Main Line route with all the extensions apart from Derwent Valley and Bad Hill. So we're showing the Derby Nottingham Leicester extension, we're showing the Airwash Valley extension and the Sheffield to Derby base route. And we're driving the V2 Advanced, LNER V2 Advanced.
We're currently at Trent Junction, Trent Viaduct, all the rivers. Got power station as well behind us there. So we're currently still on the Derby Nottingham Leicester section of the route. We're going to be heading up towards Nottingham, but we're then going to be branching off towards the Airwash Valley at Lenton Curve. So that'll be one of the other extensions, and then we'll be heading through there and then onto the base Sheffield Derby route towards the end at Claycross Junction. At some point this evening, if we ever get there.
So you've got the there's a big climb after Lenton Junction. I mean, I struggled over it about 15 mile an hour with wheel slip and all sorts going on. So
oh my lord!
I'm very interested to see how you cope with it. You've done better than I did. I think you've actually done better than I did on this first bit. I caught myself out quite badly. So with the pathing on this one, I tried to make it quite realistic with how the steam often gets held for stuff. So what we need to do is we need to use that crossover that's just in front. We're sort of waiting for traffic that's going around us.
See if we can see.
86 over Shapover again.
Oh god, that was awful.
We'll see. We'll see how he does. I've got faith in the lad.
Did we say as well we're going to put this scenario into the V2 pack, Mark?
Yeah, the intention is to get the scenario put in the LNER V2 pack as well, so you guys can play it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll obviously do new versions of it. There's going to be a version that uses the JT Mark 1s and everything. I just don't have the time to do that just yet. And we'll probably do it with less stock. This is the one that's got all the payware stock in it. We'll probably do one that's very basic on stock.
Version or whatever.
Maybe, maybe a default version, yeah.
So there's going to be a service coming through tunnel in a minute. Evening, Dan. It is very rare that I drive steam. Excuse me.
Get your reverser to full forward as well, Tom. Prepared to go then. Are you still putting water in there?
Took it off.
Right, put some more back in because you've got 0.92. So obviously if we wanted to here as well, if I'd have routed it that way, we could have gone up through Toton and made the run a bit quicker going up the Wash Valley, but I decided to send it Lenton Junction way.
Give Tom a good run.
For the rare curve and also just so Tom struggles. No, just to give it a bit of a challenge for the driving, so you get a good climb there.
It's coming
so
now.
Just keep an eye on the water so you don't end up putting too much in, mate.
Yeah.
Because it won't take long.
Rare, Tom stops in front of the signal.
Stretch 1365. The V2 is on offer at $7.99. It'll stay on offer until the end of the month, so it won't be ending just yet. Evening, Major Wales.
Good evening as well.
Andy stopped in speed. How's he doing, Tom? He's done quite well, I think. Don't you think he's doing well?
Had a little bit of an issue at first, didn't we? We've recovered.
He managed to get, I think we saw speed at nearly 70 mile an hour, which we thought
we definitely did get to decent. I think about 71, 72 we got. There we go.
I think get above 70.
Yeah.
Make sure your water's turned off.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it can't reach him, he's got about 50 miles to go yet.
Not blowing it up, that's the bonus. We've made it to Trent Junction, which we said I'd like to at least get to.
He's done the easy bit, basically.
I've got the hard bit to do in a minute.
Right, so knock your reverser back slightly, go to about 50%.
It catches me out of the book because it's back to front.
Yeah, Chris did it purposely. Chris did because of the actual reversing the load. Probably it goes the opposite way to what most do.
Yeah.
So he did it with the actual thing. Shame that Chris actually could have given some really good insights to this, although it's probably your emotional stuff because it's 5 years ago, I think. But it would have been really good to have on. Once you clear that junction, you should be okay to open it up then.
Okay. Concentration mode going on here again.
So every time you have to accelerate, concentration mode to go back on. There you go, you can open it with the already. Get some decent acceleration going.
Let's go for it. Is that 40 for the regulator?
Yeah, you can open the regulator more than that.
Oh, sorry, regulator. Reverser.
Yeah, about 40 in the reverser, yeah. You should be able to regulate pretty much full now.
It's going. Like
I
a
can
bumpy
see the
junction.
focus on your face.
I'm focusing.
Focusing like
I
that.
do apologise if I'm missing the chat. Obviously, Mark's here to keep an eye on that. I just wouldn't be able to do it all. I'm not ignorant. I'd still keep an eye on it. We need to make sure we make it to Sheffield.
So otherwise, Senior Ford will be very disappointed. Alex. I think it's gone.
He's probably seen enough.
To be fair, yeah.
If we get me P45 ready.
Good old coffee. So you're getting some really good speed up there.
Give it a good go.
Just keep your eye on the tyre now.
Yeah.
And when we get towards Attenborough, you probably want to shut the rig off and get your water in, because then when we go around Lenton, you're going to need a full boiler there to
Yeah. Get fire on it in a second.
Yeah, you want your fire mask going in now. Have you got your fire going in now, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to put that on now. Do I need to shut off?
No, you keep regulator open. We're alright. Maybe move your reverser forward slightly. Just put the reverser the wrong way there, mate. You're killing the fire. Move it back. No, I meant move it back, not forward.
What percentage?
30.
30. That's better. Just give me a percentage.
25.
It's all back to front.
You go to 35 then, you still feel
That'll do.
fire. There you go, it's open at 60. Right, start putting some water in and get your reverser now down to about 20. Get ready to shut off the regulator because we're going to be down towards Beacon. We've got a 25 mile an hour crossover there. So there's no point in being flying along here at 65, 70 when we need to ignore.
Say shut off just after the station.
Yeah, shut off about now. No, just shut off. And, get your reverser to 20. I said 20 on the hood though. And then blow us on.
Yep.
There you go, wobbles. You're getting your water in, your fire's going up like that.
Should be alright here. I hope. I hope.
Right, stop. You should be able to stop firing by now. What's your fire mass?
Fire mass is 878.
Right, put a little bit more in, just get it to about 920, something like that.
Okay.
And then it'll burn that off between now and Lensing Curve. We climb after Bradford Junction, don't we?
Yeah. Elhammer, good evening.
Evening, Armour.
Hope you're well.
Give us a little flyby when you just do it down and you can slow down. No, ignore it. Do a flyby on the also somewhere.
Okay.
I watched that way. I watched that way. Whatever it is. I know I say it wrong. I can't remember what the right name is. You need to get down to 25 minutes for the crossover. Good, thanks, Alan.
Very well, thank you very much, mate.
Come on, Tom, keep your perfect streak going, mate. You're doing well. You're actually about 4 minutes early. 3 minutes early.
That's very rare for steam driving.
He's doing quite well, TTF3.
Good evening.
He's doing really well. we've had 72 miles an hour. Haven't we? We've not blown a cylinder either.
No, we're doing
It's
it.
alright, because once we get to past Ronfield, it's like the same one, don't we? Right, you might as well just leave the reverse where it is and open the regular pull here. I'm not really worried about gaining so much speed in this section. Get your regular to wide open.
Dumping water. What is it? No, it's alright now, I've sorted that.
Yeah, don't dump water, right?
No, we need that. What's the speed around the curve?
What?
What's the speed? Is it 20?
I think it's about 20 or something like that. But if you notice now as well, if you adjust the reverser around a bit, you'll find that the beats of the loco actually change at slower speeds. I think we're probably just gone into the loop section.
Yeah.
But if you're below like 20 miles an hour with this loco, it actually has sort of a advanced feature where the sounds change.
That's cool.
So if you have the reverser really far towards the centre point, it'll just have like 4 beats almost. If you're in full forward, it'll have a full 6.
No, I'm not the best self-hammer. That's why Mark's here. Just to make sure.
Have you tried some of the whistles on the B key, Tom?
I have done, yeah. I've done.
It's really good.
Single for the curve into it, we're not going to stop. Check it, stop. We are, we've got red.
Yeah, you might go red. It might change just as you get to the 80 restaurant with the speed calculation. You are about 2 minutes early.
Maybe another service I'll shoot, but I'm not good maybe.
We'll see. I think you should be okay to it.
Not an approach control one, is it?
It might have a speed figure in the control box, yeah.
Well, this is the first for me, I've not used this curve yet.
I've never used this curve before this scenario.
Get my red pen out. The White House is over there.
I mean, there is a simple mode with this loco on it, which you can just use basically stop and go. So the other ones in the JT ones, as Tom said, they're selling the teeth for if you like steam loco, then just give it a go. Yeah, if you do feel the frame rate, it's not going to the scenario for sure is pretty simple, so so you can hear now with the beats of the loco how they change when you move the reverser around.
It's quite cool that. I like that.
But if you move the reverser, Tom, you'll hear it change.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you do big changes. When you're down at slow speed, they're really different. Get some more water in before we hit a big climb.
Yeah.
No, I'll lean into my microphone up so you can hear me a bit better.
It might be a little bit loud there if you can't hear that. I do apologise.
Yeah, I'll turn my boost up.
Right.
I've turned my boost up a bit, so...
Fire mass, by the way, is at 868.
Well, a little bit more and get it up to about 920 so we're safe there.
Yeah.
Ready for the climb.
Actually good, thank you very much for the like. Good evening.
So on this next section you need to just ease it up to speed. It's 35 at the curve I think, at Radford. And then after Radford's where you don't need to climb. No DJ stock. In fact, it comes in different liveries. You get 3 versions of it in preserve form. You get BR green as it was in the late 90s. You also get it in the current one, which is the mid 2000s, green. And then you get a version of it pre to the 1990s as well. You also get it in lined black. There's the fact you can get a double chimney version included with the pack. There's 2 types of tender included, and then there's also Downs and Green, which, you know, only are over, and Doncaster Green as well. There's 2 different versions of it. Howdy, Zachary.
Good evening, Zachary. Right.
I'm back, sorry. If you go, I put the screenshots of it on the website, so DJ. It shows the Mac ones, and it also shows the seat touches on there that are included as well. So you can see a full range of what's included on there. Right, have you stopped your water, Tom?
Yeah, water's in.
Right, put a bit more in, you're still at 95%, you want to be at 100, you want to be... oh, that's not easy, climbing it.
It's just gone right back down.
Yeah, you want to leave the water where it is for Tom, actually, thinking about it.
Is it where it is?
Yeah, if you want to put any more in, we're going to end up climbing as we go up the hill. Because as you start climbing, the water in the boiler comes back towards the firebox, and it ends up, it simulates that, so you end up climbing up there. Right, get your reversal set about 45%, I would say.
Ooh, black line sold. Good to hear. I like that. I mean, for me, I struggle driving Steve anyway. At the best of times, even with Mark helping, I still find it a task. But now that I'm sort of getting the gist of it, it's
all about controlling things.
That's it. It's just kind of keep on top of it.
The best way to do it is just to do like you would in real life. Start on a preserved railway and you know, really steady. Keep your Discord making noise.
Oh yeah, it'll be my Discord that, but we've still got Mark on the thing with me. I hate that bridge for that speed.
Once we're clear of the bridge, you can give it beans though. Get a little bit more water as well.
A bit more? I think you and Lewis. That's we'll come up
Stop
to.
putting water in, Tom. You're gonna end up killing a fire. If you're not careful. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit like tap change actually. It's sort of similar.
Right, here comes the climb. Both fingers across here.
Right, give it more regularity, Tom. So we're starting the big climb now. It gradually gets to about 100.
Is it more or less a climb all the way down through to the junction? Is it?
Right, you got about a mile and a half of steep climb here. Right, wide regulator, wide. Come on. Let's not be messing about.
What did you get to up here?
15.
50?
I had wheel slip at the bottom.
Go ahead, drop it.
We just had a diesel running on the street.
It's dropping speed, is this right?
Oh yeah, you will do it on a climb now. Put your reverser to about 50% now.
50?
You can lose speed on it. Put it to about 50. You have to be very careful with wheel slip. In fact, have you got it? Is it wheel slipping? Get it on F5 to be able to tell if the regulator drops to 0% or whatever on the F5 hook. You're slipping, aren't you?
Pardon?
You're slipping, aren't you?
God, it is, isn't it?
I can't see. Yeah, you're gonna have to. I can't help you with it. You're gonna have to work your way around it. you're gonna have to try and knock the regular far back enough, and then play around with the reverser and stuff, and find a sweet point where it'll hold speed.
Oh, it's holding alright.
Yeah, just leave it like that for a bit. Try opening it a little bit more the regulator.
Yeah, it's going up still now. It's going up again.
There you go. Yeah, you're doing okay. In real life, you would have probably destroyed the motion when you do that.
Good job it's not real life.
Yeah, just knock the reverser back to about 52, 50, somewhere there.
Does sound good, that.
Yeah, the V2s are the best sounding locos of all, in my opinion. Absolutely brilliant. In real life as well. I like them in CS, but in real life, absolutely fantastic. I'm really pleased with how Chris actually managed to pull these sounds off, to be honest.
Where were the sounds recorded at?
Well, the loco hadn't run for since 2007. I think they came from my library that I was lucky enough to get from John Tate.
Right.
I think the recordings are like from the 90s and 2000s or something like that.
Yeah.
It's very good and Chris had some function there as well, but you got quite a lot of different bits together.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I say, well, local that haven't run for like over 10 years, so it's quite a good job.
Still climbing.
Yeah, you're doing well. We're now down to about 12 miles at this point. Well, I go over the summit at 15. When we get over the top, you want to put some water in when you want to get forward. Because as we go over the summit, all the water in the boiler will go to the smoke container. And what happens is the percentage will drop because it's away from it. It starts exposing the plugs, obviously.
Yep.
Fusible plugs and whatnot, the firebox and all that. And then it's dropping plug. Big explosion. Do a flyby, Tom, from a distance. Go a bit further ahead. And do a long distance flyby on the summit somewhere.
There's a better flyby a bit further up. Too close, didn't it?
Especially don't put it down. The outside view is quite nice one too, though. Like that.
Some fields a bit further up, just.
Well, I meant on the outside. Just keep it on 2 for a bit.
Yeah.
It's quite nice with the. Just looking at the loco.
Nice screenshot with that. Do you need some more water yet? You're right.
Put your hood on, I can't see it in a second.
So it's 43%.
Yeah, get some water in, get water in now. We're coming up to the summit, we're going over the summit in fact, so... Knock your reverse to 40%. We're over the top. Well done there, Tom.
Wait!
Hello, APT.
Good evening, APT. This crossing here is quite nice for a flyby. Sounds like a choking pheasant. No, not broken it yet.
Your TS is pretty broken, all them stuff.
No, it's because I took a screenshot.
Go into your cabin and get your hood on. And we need to make sure you're getting down to speed. First, haven't you? Get your regulator to 20%. Your reverse to 20%, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
And do we need some fire mass in there? What fire
I
mass
reckon
is
we
there?
do. 7, 8, yeah, we'll get some in.
Yeah, get about 100 pounders.
Yep.
I mean, you got that, and you need to.
Not slow it down.
Yeah, you need to get your brakes in. It's quite a steep drop, this as well, so it'll take a bit of slowing down. So what we're doing now is when we were stopped at Trent Junction, what must be about half an hour ago, I guess, we were just about 3 miles south of here. We've just gone basically a big loop around the tote line. Let's have a look at the map and get on the street. I'll show you the road from there. What we've just done. We're just north of the big totem yard and depot. Yeah, not in.
We've gone the long way around.
We've gone a long way around just to get a bit of sort of tracking.
Yeah. Hang on a second, I'll when it stops blowing off, sort of repeat that mark. Yeah.
Tom doing 100-mile-an-hour challenge to a Truro. There is actually some area that challenges you to do that.
Could probably do the City of Truro at some point.
How are you doing fire-wise? Are you ready to start
I've
firing?
put the fire off now, it's at 905.
Okay.
I'll carry on with water because it's still getting low. Go for a bit more yet.
Yeah, it'd be amazing to see Green Hour back in steam one day. Love it. They have cost out of him with it over the years, but I don't know, I'm a bit sceptical now, especially with COVID things.
Yeah.
Cheers, Stretch. I appreciate that. We do want to show a bit more of the Steam catalogue off because we put a lot of time and effort into actually making those, and we don't really.
They don't get enough recognition, do they, really, streams? I think now that we can sort of do these new days where we can have other people on now, I think possibly the thing where we have you on, Mark, probably good to do the Steam each time.
Yeah, I think
gets it going, doesn't it?
So I'm not just an invisibility cloak in the bottom left. There's the cough. We need a cough counter in the chat.
Cough count. We're on the slows at the moment.
In previous years, I could have used some sort of like insult against Leeds by saying you're choking more than Leeds, but unfortunately, Leeds are quite good these days. Even Scott.
Hello, Scott. Hurry though whilst it's in sale.
Yeah,
we
it's
get
on
there
sale
before
at $7.99. $7.99. $7.99 till the end of the month. On sale at the minute. Yeah, Leeds are doing really well at the minute. So Huddersfield, as usual, aren't. Yeah, it's just a bit of friendly banter. I'm a Huddersfield fan. How are you doing water-wise?
I've turned it off. Yeah, I've turned it off.
See, you don't even need me. I'm sat here talking about football and he's still managing it.
There you go. You can have a natter about football whilst it's not too loud in here.
Who'd have known Zachary? Who knows Zachary? I'd love to sit back in BR, to be honest. That was my favourite livery. I love the green of the LNER, but I just prefer the BR. So what we're doing is we're going up the slow line, north of Ilkeston, well through Ilkeston Mill,
Ilkeston station there.
and we've got a stopper that should go past us in a few minutes. A Norwich to Liverpool service.
We're getting Benley Viaduct. Taking the ambience.
Oh yeah, the old Benelli Viaduct. When I went there with my research trip, when did I go there? Was it between lockdowns last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was between lockdowns, September sometime, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. It weren't far
Absolutely.
from release though, was it? It was only a few weeks before release. This
It
was
was
one
when
of
the
the last
lockdowns were
assets.
lifted.
Last
Absolutely.
assets,
So
wasn't it?
every time I go on a research trip, it absolutely pees it down, and it did that day. It chucked it down when I did the original MML one. Chucked it down when I did Matlock. Chucked it down when I came here.
Chucked down the Christmas party.
Chucked it down for the Christmas party. 2019.
Because we did Attenborough station then, didn't we?
Yeah, you had to wipe it all with your hoodie.
I was a human cloth to get the pictures without all raindrops on them.
Useful at last, mate. It's all right.
I've got some uses. So what was the place here, Mark? It was it Collier's, wasn't it? Here? I forget what it was.
There was a coal loading point there, yeah,
Yeah.
Benelli Colony, yeah. It was
Something
if you
down the
actually,
side of it,
and not in the game, but in real life, when we walked back up that path there, you can see that the old weighbridge and everything still there.
Yeah.
There's still a bit of track on that curve though in real life as well, on that signal post.
Mhm.
This is my favourite curve this on the route.
Cotman, I like it.
Yeah. Have you got the reverse at 25%, Tom? Or 20%?
Yeah.
You have me panicking then, mate.
No, we're out holding nicely at 44.
Oh, you got the regulator open. You're doing really well. He doesn't need me. I'm going. See you later, guys.
I've nailed it. I've passed my test. Quite a nice little laid back run. So this is the Awash Valley that we're on as well, guys. If you've not seen it before, I'm sure most of you have. So we're just heading towards Langley Mill at the minute.
So yeah, we'll go through Langley Mill and then we'll probably start getting some yellows. We'll stop at Ironville Junction.
We cross back over just where is it? Before where Midland Railway Centre is, isn't it?
Yeah, you cross over at Ironville Junction, but you should theory get stopped because you're not due with, for instance, you're not due at Alfreton, which is on a 7 mile, you're not due there for 10 minutes.
Yeah, quite early. Probably wasn't expecting me to get on that hill so quick.
Well, you were ahead of time, to be fair.
Yeah. Is that still the case for the P2 there to still be 2023?
I think so. I've not really read about 40 though. I'm not Will, Nigel, I'm Mark, but help mate.
Evening, Nigel.
Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well as well, Nigel. He's running about 25% cut off and about 12% regulator, yeah, stretch. So he's just easing it along here. We're just maintaining 45 mile an hour.
Is it uphill here? I can't quite make out if we're on an uphill climb or...
It is uphill, yeah, all the way to Alfreton.
Yeah.
Well, Manton Junction, actually, I think, where the summit
if you
is.
drop that down to Clay Cross, don't you?
Yeah. Not too fussed about another A4, but I'd like to see number 9 keep running.
Yeah.
But we've got plenty of A4s, I think. I would love another V2. That is what I really would love to see. If Green Arrow's not ever going to return.
What class is Mayflower?
That's a B1.
Right.
Alex was around, yeah, I'm not sure if he still is, Nigel.
Let's have a look. No, he's not here at the minute, I don't think. He did say he was going to sort of like pop in and out, didn't he, I think? It was quite early on when he came in.
With the Steam Loco stretch, you sort of... I mean, all Tom's doing is he's just letting it find its own way, basically. He's just left the controls.
I've not touched anything for quite a while.
And your key thing is to just make sure your boiler pressure's in the green there over on the right hand side. And just leave it to ease itself. But If you're just wanting to coast, then yeah, this is a pretty universal sort of setting. Yeah, Green Arrow lost its ticket around 2006, didn't it? I think.
We've only got one more climb, won't we? It's out of Chesterfield up to near Dawn Totley. And it's down into Sheffield. We can show something off at Sheffield as well, can't we?
Oh yeah.
It's been brought to our attention.
Yeah, Green Arrow stayed in operation until 2007. Did it finish 2008? Was it 2007 that it finished? But its boiler pressure was reducing everything by the end. It was in a bit of a bad way. And they've always said that they weren't going to bring it back because of the monocoque cylinder having a crack in it. And I think it's basically a unique cylinder. I.e. there's not a replacement one or anything like that, and they want to keep it original, being in RM and all that sort of thing. Although they have sort of hinted in recent years they might bring it back, so who knows?
What scenario would Creator would put a relator on a slow line?
One that's got sympathy for Tom, weirdly, which I never normally have sympathy for Tom.
Very, very kind to me.
Have a look at the motion and everything, Tom.
The what? The motion? Oh, no.
Move the camera around and everything so we can have a little look at everything. You've got a yellow side away.
Yeah, I've just cancelled. This side of it.
So I've actually got the inside motion as well that's animated, I believe.
Yeah, there you go. Should be picking it up on stream now. That all went really, really quiet. Then I thought something broke. It's just finishing blowing off on it.
Have you got? How are we doing water-wise?
54%. I'll probably whack some on in it. I think we're gonna get stopped
Wait
here
until
anyway.
we stop. Yeah,
I'll
just wait
whack
till we
it on when we
stop.
get stopped.
No rush. Tell us what I don't back now, Tom.
We're not exactly really burning much at the minute. How far away is the service behind us? There, he's just left Langley Mill, sort of Cotmanay.
Doing better than I was because he was only about half a mile behind me. You're probably between 5 and 10 minutes here.
Easy.
Yeah. You're quite impressive. Are you sure it's you that's driving, Tom?
Yeah, I've brought someone in.
Is that where Will is tonight?
Yeah. Slipping like mad then.
Yeah, well, if you put too much brake pressure in, you'll end up locking the brakes up and everything. It's the mouse. Careful, Matt. Careful.
Thank you, Ben.
You know what happened last night? See, after quite a while now, so actually have a look around. You could actually get the manual on screen like this, to be fair.
Put him.
Just get the manual on screen and stuff if you want.
You find it.
Scenario is going to be included with the Loco pack, so I've not finished doing two versions of it yet. I'm going to do two versions. One's this one with all the payware stock, and then I'm going to do a second one with less stock, like default stock. So
I'll pause this for a minute just while we do this, because otherwise
you don't have to pause it because you've got ages here, mate.
Oh,
just turn the game sound off for a bit. Yeah, you want to kill? We're killing some time here, mate. We've probably got 5 minutes or something. Just keep an eye on where that passenger train is behind you.
He's just left Langley Mill. I'll pause it.
He's only don't pause it.
You sure? Okay. He's only just up the road from us.
There's one comes the other way as well.
Oh, is there? Right, okay. Right, Let me just make sure I get the right thing on here. There we go. V2 manual. It does stop at Sheffield, White Mead, yeah. So, just have a quick scroll through. So, tons of stuff. Obviously, starts off with the introduction. You've got all hyperlinks and all that, of course, and it takes you through like to locomotive and tenders to different types. So you've got obviously all that lot. Preservation collection there as well. Tells you about the coaches that come with the pack. Obviously, how to install and stuff. Pretty simple. Different driving options. You've got advanced, intermediate, and simple modes. So it tells you all about them. All your controls as well. Cab views. Stuff to do with the HUD. And you've got other such things as you've got key commands for stuff like active hints, active fireman, presetting the head code and other options. I didn't know you could do that. Head code and shed code stuff. Adding cylinder cock leaks and scenarios. That's what I think I was you about that before, weren't you, Mark?
Yeah, so you can have
No,
car leaks and stuff like that.
Other bits and pieces on there. So there's all sorts. Let's have a little scroll through. So there's your introduction section. Quite a big write-up on that. Talks about all the loco. Some nice
Screenshot of the
screenshots
teak that you just went past there. You can see the teak codes and stuff like
There'll be a
that.
teak. I'm assuming there'll be a teak screenshot a bit further down, won't there?
I would think so, yeah. So these are all pictures from the scenarios that are included as well. So some of these are on the Wordale and Teesdale route.
1 point in the A4 there. So these are all different, obviously different types here, like Doncaster Green and Darlington Green.
Yeah, we'll release this scenario as an update to the V2 pack, TTSG.
Line black.
Can't say how long it's going to be until we do that, but probably in the next week or two.
Got line black as well. Line green. So the preservation collection. LNER Doncaster Green, which is obviously the green arrow. Got BR line green.
It'll just be this for the V2. It'll just be this scenario, TTSG. We just want to make a new scenario for it, really.
It does like his manual, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Does a lot of stuff on them. You got your Mark 1s there that come with the pack.
There's an update for the Midland Main Line coming soon, which I'll go for.
Oh, we've got some couplers.
Oh, you're getting overtaken by couplers.
So you got different Mark 1s.
You can move your camera around, you also see what that was.
It's 170.
Evening, Chief Jack. Yeah, there your teak coaches there. You were looking at in the manual.
Yeah, put back on that. It's just disappeared. It come back. Evening, Chief Jack. There's my manual gone. Yeah, so these are your teaks. So you got the brake composite corridor. These are matrix trained ones as well.
Yeah, they are by Matrix Trains. Yeah, Gordon Mack made those coaches.
Got the brake third corridor. First corridor. Got the restaurant composite. Sleeping composite. So a good selection here. You've got a third corridor as well there. And this is obviously your installation section. Bits to do with your tells you all about the different features and active stuff. There's loads. It's a 70-page manual, by the way. This could probably fill a stream out just reading it. Yeah, so there's just loads of stuff. I mean, it's just loads of text here. So there's plenty to get your teeth sinking into and have a good read. Obviously, learn up about it.
Scenario detail will be in there as well, Tom. Yeah, it is Jack. Hope you're having a good evening.
All the annotated details.
In terms of the A4s on City of Truro, and I'm not sure why I thought the 5MT was on Steam, but obviously it's not. But there's certainly the former two there. I believe the reason they're not on is because the NRM have that exclusive license with DCG.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason that they're not available on Steam.
This is just telling you all about the different features. Oh, I've got the lamp as well on this, haven't we?
Not bad, cheers, Jack, mate. Have we checked where that unit is, Tom? It should be due soon. Get some water, and Christ, you're out of water now, mate.
Oh.
25%.
We can't have it lose here now, can we?
Yeah, you've
He's
got a
not
few
even
minutes.
left. He's not even left Alfreton yet.
Yeah, you've got about 4 minutes, I'd say.
And I'm sure yeah, you've got the lamp there as well. So at night time, it obviously lights up the cab.
The idea with this scenario is it's meant for people that obviously don't drive quite so fast, so that they get a fair chance to keep up with the area and get some interaction. Obviously, you've done far better than
I've
expected.
exceeded. Try harder next time. Yeah, so moving through all your speed stuff, there's a big, massive section about key binds and stuff like that. So how to do all your different control features. Load them. Tells you all the active hints as well there, which you can turn on or have off if you don't want them. No, it hasn't, Jack. He's not had to scream at me.
Oh, I can verify that. He's done whatever was that, Tommy.
As well, if you're a scenario creator and you want to use this, you can obviously do different features with the number script. Obviously, different numbers for different bits and pieces, such as shed codes and stuff like that. Obviously, loco numbers. There's a lot of stuff on there. I think you can set your lamps up as well in editor.
I believe so, and that's what that bit in the manuals tells
Yeah.
you there, isn't it?
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, lamp head code. Yeah, it tells you there.
Yeah.
It's quite complicated. Obviously,
You
it's
have
meant
to
for scenario
know.
creators.
You have to know your gen on that.
But yeah, it gets steam pipes and all sorts on there.
You can have warning flashes as well, so different warning flashes.
There's all sorts of. I mean, I believe this was Chris Barnes' stuff. He went absolutely, really, really hard work to get this
You've got different.
as good as he could. Especially at the time, it was a lot of it was new features. At the time he was doing them.
You've got a nice. I like these. It's quite cool. These obviously show you where your lamps are. So
yeah, that's just an example. Yeah, shows you what each one is.
Mhm.
One thing I wish we'd have had with this pack was a lamp in the middle. Would have been nice.
Yeah.
For the high intensity lamp. I don't think we got one in this pack, which
Oh yeah.
is a shame.
Obviously, it tells you all about the headlamp operations, which one's which there. There's your key controls. Those are what Matt was walking me through earlier.
Evening, Harry. So we're going to include this scenario with the V2 pack. There'll be an update go out for it in a couple of weeks when we've had a chance to do the second version, which will be less requirement intensive. So those are the cylinder cut ones that Tom's got on the screen. You just took them off screen.
Yeah, this the markers. I was just saying about the unit.
Careful with your water as well.
Yeah, I'm alright at the minute. 70 odd.
You can place those in scenario editor, hide them below the track, put the orange one first, and then that'll start the cylinder leaking, so it'll make, won't blow up or anything, but it'll just make it so it uses a bit more steam and makes that noise of steam leaking out of the cylinder, going sort of noise. And you place the green one to stop it doing that, so it's quite a cool little thing that you can do with stuff.
Supplementary information there, how the regulator works and stuff. There's a big right up there. Gresley conjugated valve gear. There's all sorts of some of this stuff I have no idea about what these things are. They're well over my head.
There's a lot of detail in there.
There's a lot of stuff I have no idea about.
The manual, unfortunately, is not on the
fans
website.
will know.
It's a shame it's not. Cool if the manual is actually just available for people to read. Again, guys, this is on offer $7.99 until the end of the month, as it says on the screen just there. So if you're thinking about it, then it's half price for a week. Get your water sorted out, Tom. It'll be going over the top now.
Yeah. Oh, it literally is at 100. Get some fire in. Some coal.
Yeah, what much fine with that? I don't know what you're at. Probably does need a bit in. Get your reverse to full forward as well.
Watch your ears, guys.
Did you start putting coal in, Tom?
Yeah, coal's in. Going in.
Thanks very much for the purchase there, Vasco.
Thank you.
I think he is now. I think Scott's here.
Scott's around. He was in the chat. There he is, he's here. Bit slippy here.
Yeah, you can, if you go to the outside view, Tom, you can show the
Oh, yeah.
slippiness and everything. But if you do what I was on about before as well, you know, with the reverser and moving it around. So if you move the reverser as we're getting going here, back to 40%, and then down to 25%, then back up to 65, you'll hear the different features of the cylinders and everything, the sounds. But you need to do it at like this low speed, Tom. Strut regulator and do it. Don't worry about gaining too much speed.
You can also see the sanders work on this as well. You can see the sand dropping in front.
With the do the reverser thing, you're not doing it.
Oh, hang on.
About the 7th time I've asked, mate. Come on, get on with it.
Come on. There we go. There you go.
Right, so move the no, that's it. Move the reverser a bit more that way. So you can hear the beat change. So if you move it back again, you'll hear it fully again.
Surely Mark should be driving to show off at its fullest. I mean, he knows more about talking about it.
It would, Zachary, it would. Right, you should be okay now to move the reverser further back, Tom, and get on with it. Have you turned the coal off, Tom? Stop putting coal in.
I didn't even really get much in it, to be honest.
Alright, keep putting it in then, because it looks like it might still be a bit below.
No, didn't get my game sound back up, did I? There we go.
So you've got a nice sort of easy run now to Chesterfield, then you've got a big climb after that. I think you've got about 18 minutes to Chesterfield, so you've got no massive push.
No, it's easy, doable.
You might be able to get 60 out of it. You've turned the overlay off, Tom, by the way.
Oh, it's still on the thing. It's because I had the screen on. So I can pick up the manual. That overlay makes no difference.
Makes Tom look professional.
You just don't get that full effect of me concentrating, if you don't see me.
It just randomly says Mark in the bottom left hand corner. The picture should be here.
You should have a little static picture.
Yeah, just have a little picture of me, yeah.
Or a little technical difficulties section on there.
Put a picture of Diesel instead, it's more sensible.
These with a loco hat on. LNER cap.
Got the mouse on and stuff on it.
What's cold for it? Pinch a bit of coal.
Get you a regulator now, Tom.
Pardon?
Get the regulator wide open.
Oh.
And stop putting coal in if you're not ordered.
Yeah, we don't want the coal going in and we've got a tunnel. Game over.
Alright, move the reverser forward to 35, mate. Tunnel where?
Alpha,
Oh, we're not past Alphaton yet, have we? I thought
No.
we're past Alphaton already.
Tunnel for Alpha.
Bad route, bad mark, bad route.
Bad mark, don't sound the route.
Don't sound the route. He's going for it, he's our Tommy, he knows what he's doing now, he's got confidence. He's gunning for it. Can you hit 75 before Chesterfield? That's the big question.
Will JT
no
make
plans at the minute there,
TS1
Nigel. No plans at the minute.
Certainly would like to. It's just a case of as when and all that sort of stuff.
Well, the fact that also VTG haven't opened up to third party.
No.
Well, they have, but not good.
Shall I fly back Alpherton?
Yeah, have a flyby at Alpherton, Tom.
Quite the sight.
What we're doing, you're doing quite well here. What's your boiler pressure looking like though? Is it coming flying down?
Oh, it is flying down a bit.
Get it on to 25% then.
It's going back up again now. We make 70.
You going for it, here? Get your regular wide open again. Get water in. You don't even know how to water in, mate. You need to make it sing, mate, the injector. You're not making it make that singing noise. You're not getting turned on. Water's not going in, it's got to be doing that singing noise. You need to adjust it with shifting I and I, you know, and shifting. No, it's not, mate. You're doing the wrong one. No, it's not on, mate. You need to make it so it's doing the singing noise.
There we go. Like.
No. You need to get it doing. Press shift now and shift now. Right, get it fully off. Right. Tap I a couple of times. Keep tapping.
Still not. There we go. Got it.
Oh, just in time. That was nearly gone there. You're down to 7%.
That's a bit worrying.
Alright, you can open up again now.
Yeah. That went down quick.
Just went over the summit. You could feel you could feel his pulse getting fast.
I was getting a bit nervous then, bit tense. If we were gonna do it.
Yeah, regulator wide open. Turn the pressure, so we'll go over, yeah, alright, knock it back off again a bit. What's coal looking like?
I'm putting some in. 43%. We've been having it at the 55 we've been putting in.
You did muzzles, we nearly lost it all.
It's it'll take a while.
I just thought I was sort of enjoying the fact that he had it up to nearly 70 miles an hour, and I was like, he's doing really well, and then I just looked at him, I was like, uh-oh.
Not after coming all this way, we can't have it running out of water there.
He's not kept it that much THSG, he's still doing 70 mile an hour nearly. If he'd have kept his water in check, he would have actually made 75 on that. They got a 70 at play cross obviously, haven't you? He would have had to slow down anyway.
Yeah. We're just going to Clay Cross Junction in a minute.
Now the signal at Chesterfield, there is a bit of an issue with it, so just bear in mind you need to stop at Chesterfield station and it's going to show double yellow. We found this morning that signals for some reason has recently started acting up, so we'll have to look at the code of the actual signal and see why, even after replacing it, it's still acting up. So we'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, if the loco runs out, the way TS does it is it'll just tell you you've run out of water, basically.
Pops up a message.
It won't like blow up in visual terms. With this one you can actually blow the cylinder. If you put too much water in, then you will physically see the cylinder blow up. And that obviously it also loses power through that as well.
One for you there from Whitemead. If we release, maybe add some waypoints instead of go vias.
Could do. Maybe. Do a blue Peter. We nearly did a blue Peter early on, don't we? When we were climbing last day.
Make sure we don't fall off the track here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I timed some of them, no, not obviously this one was one I didn't time. So yeah, don't worry about getting too much speed now, because you're going to stopping at Chesterfield in about 3 miles.
Just let it wet the water in, because it's still only at 41%.
So whilst we're at Chesterfield, that's when you need to prep the fire, prep the water.
Yeah.
And make sure it's ready for
How long have we actually got though? 4 minutes.
I think you're...
Well, I think we're going to be a bit early anyway.
Yeah, I think you're about 34 booked off. The idea is that it was timed so that people can drive the snow at about 50 miles an hour and still get the intended experience. Because I was really struggling for time at this point. I think I was almost like, I was about on time. Shows that you're doing a good job. You should get trains when passing both directions at Chesterfield, I think. Should get held for a few minutes.
Green's at the minute.
I was going to say, you get the signal showed double yellow anyway, but it still should be red. I'm going to have to add a message in about that if we can't fix it immediately. Very strange behaviour that it's doing.
So I've never seen any issues here before personally.
No, I never had a problem before until this week, and then I noticed it. And it's doing nothing everything else was, so...
Yeah.
It's not changed.
Oh, yeah. I thought this one would get held actually. No.
No, Chesterfield Station is stopping it.
Well, it's platform 3, isn't it?
Yeah, it's platform 3, we're down. The countdowns, which countdowns muzzles? There's various countdowns. The one below Chesterfield, that's the one that says at, that is the time you're due to arrive. The ETA obviously is the estimated time you're going to get there, depending on the sort of speed you're doing. And Then the other countdown for 60 is the speed limit in 0.4 miles, and then the signals is the next signals in 0.5. On there you've also got stuff like your power, which is the left of those handles. The middle one is the gear, which is the reverser, and the right one is the train brake. You've then got the bit with the 21.1 inches, that's the brake pressure. 21 on the vacuum brake train being released along the Great Western River. The 0 being full application. You've then got the coal fire mass and the water. Then the one that's on the right there, 215, that is the boil pressure. And red means it's going down and green means it's going up. If you drive a diesel, obviously, it's a slightly different layout because you don't have the boil pressure and stuff like that to look at. There is actually a better HUD for driving steam, and that is if you press F5, you get more sort of detailed information. Tom's just concentrating on stopping.
I'm very much in the concentration zone. We've got a few minutes when we get here, so we can have a natter.
Noise, buzzers. Your brakes, you need to keep them probably above 15 ideally to stop the wheel slide.
Yeah.
The brakes will still apply with the wheel slide, it just looks a bit silly. I think some of the running sounds off this are a mix of the V2 sounds and then some from the K4 because similar valve gear and stuff like that. Again, because the V2 hasn't run for so many years, it doesn't really easy to just find them. So yeah, this is showing double yellow and it should be showing red.
Right.
It's fine to ask Paradise for Life, it's doing quite well. Again, we're going to Hope Valley Dev Diary to come out soon, the development blog to come out for Hope Valley soon. And then we'll have one, probably next one up will be South Western Expressways. The latest version of the model of Reading today, which is looking pretty good. Let's put the car park on.
Well, people have seen that on Friday as well, some work that Will's doing.
Yeah, Will's going to start doing some Friday afternoon streams as well, so people can see the asset going inside a bit more. But yeah, it showed today, he's got the car park and the bridge how it used to be in 2010, with the old car park connection and everything like that, and quite cool how it's looking. So should start seeing more of that probably in the next 4 to 6 weeks, I would think, streams and stuff.
We're not due off here till 33.
Yeah, you stop at the signal. Yeah.
Just leave it here for that time. I'm just going to go and grab a quick drink whilst we're here. I'll be 2 moments, guys.
So yeah, this signal said it's got some problems with it, so we need to have a look at what's going on with it because it should be red. And if we can't fix the signal immediately, I'll just have to add a message in the scenario. My initial investigation showed nothing wrong in the route editor. Whether there's something happened to the actual code of the signals doesn't matter. And we got the church back in Chesterfield now. I managed to lose that somehow. Yeah, Scott says as soon as we've got something to show of the Reading route, we'll show it. Doesn't mean that nothing's happening. It just means that really, if we showed something every week, it might not look much different because obviously the most parts of route building is just trees and stuff. We want to make sure that when we do a dev blog, it's got something worth showing. So I'll probably show some more of Reading or something like that, since as though it's getting quite advanced. But we'll speak to Will, see what he's happy to show. We got I think we got 5 stations other than Reading left. We got Newbury, Aldermaston, I think the list on my field, and then we're redoing Keynsham, and we're also doing Oldfield Park. Well, I was going about 20 mile an hour up the earlier, Whitemead, so he's not dropped for over 6 minutes yet, though, so it will be quite a long time to get up the hill. I mean, he's got to get as much speed down as he can before he gets to the, where the start of the hill is. He's got about half a mile. Cheers for the follow there, Plum 91. Tom's just left me here to try and think of things to talk about. He's back, look. He's back, he's heard me.
I'm here. Right, let's... We're booked away, Whitemead.
Yeah, I was saying, Whitemead, the signal there's a problem with the signal in the route, and I don't know what's wrong with it because it's set up right, it just will not change to red. No locos planned, DJ, no, nothing at all at the minute. Okay. Did you have a look at the scenarios that come with this, Tom?
Did I have a look? No. I can do that when we get to the end if you want. So I've got my finger on R at the minute.
We don't have to hold down, mate.
I'm not
on.
What?
Yeah.
The door keeps shutting.
The Bossman game stuff, I think it is, that keeps... No, it'll keep going. It's some of the Bossman ones.
And it keeps shutting.
Yeah, hold F. You got to pull the flap up and hold F to put the flap on.
Alright, it's doing it now.
Evening Plum, hope you all as well, mate. We're good. Thank you.
Evening Plum.
Geggy.
Virgin Voyager.
Yeah, so now it's based in the mid-2000s.
To find the manual again, hang on. There we go. Scenarios, where are you?
Have you checked there's one coming the other way? Because I mean, I don't know how long till you get the road here, mate.
I've got 3 minutes still yet before I'm due to leave anyway. Yeah, there's something else coming. Yeah, so you've got a selection of standard scenarios. All these approximate to about 19 hours worth of driving. You get a selection on the Weardale Teesdale network, which is available from Steam. So you get Fitted Fast Freight, which is a 60-minute run. King Cole, which is another 60-minute run there. You've also got one called Progress What Progress for 80 minutes, which looks like you have to sort of assemble something together there. Lots of it. Work light engine and then collect your train and haul it. You've got the Rambling Rail Tour, which is an 80-minute run with a 13 coach train there. I probably will struggle with that. The Elizabethan, which is a 50-minute run. Well, they all come for that route. I thought there might be some others.
No, there are other scenarios. Loads of scenarios. Why aren't they in the manual?
Good question.
Yeah, you also get some other scenarios.
So that's not 19 hours worth of scenarios.
Yeah, for the East Coast Main Line, London to Peterborough, you get the York Festive Flyer, which is based on Greenhouse Final Rail Tour from King's Cross on the 25th of November 2006. You get the Edinburgh Express on the Newcastle to Edinburgh route, which is a 2-hour scenario from Newcastle to Edinburgh. On the Woodhead Steam route, you get Hot and Heavy, which is a 45-minute heavy fitted freight scenario from Dinton to Sheffield. You get one called Troop Train, which is a 15-coach, 80-minute scenario over the Woodhead route. That one I seem to remember was an absolute real challenge. On the Settles of Carlisle route, you get the Cumbrian Mountain Express 2000, which is driving Green Arrow from Settle Junction to Carlisle on the 10th of June 2000. Western Main Lines, you get Paddington V2, which is a 200-minute scenario from Cardiff to Paddington. And Riviera Lines in the 50s, you get On Hire to the Western region, 45-minute scenario, which is a Summer Saturday Special, a 15-coach train in 1952. And then War Horse, which is a 30-minute scenario, an 18-coach troop train between Newton Abbot and Exeter.
Just shows how powerful these locals are for all that.
Yeah, the V2s are absolutely immensely powerful. New question there from Plumnet, or new question I know, but what's the difference between JT and TS? So TS is Train Simulator. That's the base game. So Train Simulator 2021, and it's developed by Dovetail Games. And what we make, what JT is an add-on developer. So we create downloadable content for Train Simulator. So you require Train Simulator, and you also require some other stuff for our packs. The requirements for our packs are listed on the website. Is the easiest way to explain it. So, for instance, for this V2 pack, there's different routes and stuff you require, and as I say, they are all listed with hyperlinks in the website, in the web page, that tell you what you need to own to actually get those to work. Why is it paused, Tom?
I'll just pause it whilst you're doing that, so before we set off, because I've got to put the obviously cylinder cocks on, so I'll be deafening everyone for a second.
Yeah, okay, I'm ready, mate. I mean, it's quick drive compatible as well. It says in the website, so I'm not sure exactly what comes with in quick drive, but it's quick drive compatible. I think you do have full contest. Right, go on, Tom. What did you do to the water, by the way?
I put a bit too much in while we were doing that manual. It seems to have crept up a bit much. Hopefully we'll be alright. It's going down again. It has dropped already. Love that quilling, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's good fun. Right, come on then, Tom. You got a 100 in it. Come.
Going through it.
You don't want to go for it too soon, mate. You got the 20-mile crossover yet. We're just hoping you don't blow a cylinder. Fingers crossed, guys.
It's 20 mile an hour, yeah.
Cheers, Muzzles. Appreciate the kind words there.
Thank you. Crossover just by the bridge there. It's tapped to junction. So the line as well does continue to another DLC add-on to this route, which is the Barry Hill extension, which was released in December last year. Or the roundhouse up there. $5.99 if I remember correctly, Mark, am I right?
That's correct, yeah. Once we clear these crossovers, Tom, you should be able to just whack the regulator wide open and go for it.
The water's about right again now, nearly.
Yeah, you're in a position now that you can like, you want to burn some of that off, so you do want to go wide open. Because those do, you start climbing in a minute, it's going to go way up again.
Yeah.
Right, get it wide open. Ooh, you caught that then just before it blew off perfect. Oh, it's blown off. Ooh, you're
Slipping now.
Go to about 60% regulator.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Dom.
Hey, you've missed it. It's been an absolute storm of a drive. Amazingly.
Right, and get full power again.
Full power going, yeah.
Ah, you're damn right there, Muzzles. You're slipping Tom, I think. Oh no.
No, it's alright.
Sure.
No, it's not slipping. No sparks coming off.
Right, knock the reverser down slightly to about 38.
There we go.
So just leave it there. Right, knock the reverser to 40.
Yeah.
Starting to climb in a sec.
Yeah. So it climbs all the way now through to the tunnel. I wouldn't have coped without Mark. I'd have been all flustered.
So here we go, guys. We've got about 4 miles of 100, I want to say.
Yeah, it's something's off in the tunnel, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a complete guess, that. Well, I'm guessing that's what it is.
I'm sure it's in the tunnel.
Right, yeah, get back in the cab and concentrate on it. Come on.
Water in that's good.
Your hand. Water's going, you say?
Water and coal and good.
I said leave then, yeah. Yeah, we just went over one of the canals. Yeah, there's quite a lot of canals and stuff in this area. There's quite a cool bridge actually coming up. One of my favourites as well. You're slipping it. What's happening? Why is your pressure going down, Tom?
Don't know. Not
Not
slipping.
even vertical forward. No, back I meant back.
Where to? What percentage?
I think it was slipping actually.
No, it's not slipping. It's alright now, it's going back up.
What about your coal?
Coal is, biomass is 951.
Yeah, leave that where it is then.
Water's 0.77.
Right, just keep going then. Not the regulator, a bit more slightly. 65% for that.
The coaches are not the ones that come with the pack. We're using the AP ones for this scenario. There is some ones that do come with the pack themselves. They have a passenger view, I do believe. But the ones we're using do have the heads-out view on these.
This is a fully set of extra Tom's pressure. Yeah, knock it down right there. Yeah.
Let's go back up then.
Doing alright.
Good. It's a big climb, this. So it's on offer currently, Dan, as well. So it's on offer to the end of the month for $7.99.
Not the reverse, so 39. The
39.
speed's dropping off a bit. That's it. You can get up here above 40, you're doing pretty well. About halfway up now.
We're going towards Dromfield. Dromfield.
Yeah. Sadly not done. My blood pressure goes through the roof sometimes with these things on top. Thankfully tonight he's kept me nice and calm. If you catch that whistle just right, you don't have to do the restart of the whistle, so just
yeah.
be careful with it.
See you later on, Dan.
Always.
No slacking.
Stay safe, right?
Yeah, take care.
Before you get in the tunnel, you're going to have to get the water on.
Put the water in now.
No, don't put the water in yet.
Hiya, James.
Unfortunately, hello James. Unfortunately, not Paradise for Life because the Western Main Line's route at Reading is quite a way off where it's in real life. So the South Western Expressway's one is a separate route. We did look into doing it, but it need one of the solutions was to have basically a mile of fictional track, if not more, around Reading, which would skew all the time into the scenarios and introduce all the manner of issues. So it's just not feasible, sadly. Which is a shame because we would have liked to have done it that way, but simply not an easy solution to it.
It
That
does
water
go very
goes down
fast.
really quick when you've got a lot of power going through it. You need to get the water in now if you haven't already, by the way, Tom. I would ease the regulator slightly and get some water in. It's a bit late putting coal in now because of the tunnel. If you're quick on it, you can get some coal in before the tunnel.
Get some in while we're going up.
Just remember to get it shut completely and make sure it's shut before you get to the tunnel.
25%.
What?
We're nearly at the summit now.
Oh yeah, we're coming towards the tunnel, about a mile left to the summit.
Keep water going.
So we'll go through. We've just gone through Dronfield. We'll go through this tunnel and then we'll plunge down into Sheffield. Quite a steep drop through Garden Tunnel. That water's going to be worrying and lowering when we get through. Sorry, kept speed above 40 anyway, which was the target.
Fire doors shut. Water can stay on, can't it?
Yeah. Be careful with the yellow signals.
See you later on, Cheap Jack.
Yeah, see you later, Chief Jack. Cheers for joining. Yeah, so that's the lamp there that Tom's just put on that you can use to illuminate the cab at night.
Looks quite cool, that. Quite eerie.
Yeah.
That water's not going in. Why is it not going in? No, it is now. It's right. It's
Because
going
you've
up.
gone over the tunnel. Because you've gone over the summit, mate. Oh, yeah, reverser. Reverser. Should make it left, mate. Reverser. Ideal level, you can keep the water as high as you can, really. We've let it run down there, but generally I would say half the glass of water, so 0.2, so like 50% water basically. Cheers, Ben. I think he's done really well, stuff. You need to watch these signals on, mate. You know the spark.
You're right.
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
Is it going to all go wrong?
What is if you don't stop, mate?
Oh no.
You've got the brakes on, you're not got the brakes on enough. You'll slide, but you're going to have to do, mate.
No.
Don't go full lap, mate. Just go full lap on. What are you doing?
I was expecting it to slip.
Wow. You still didn't get a full application even now.
Right, we ain't going to go for the... Oh, we're alright. We're not hitting.
My word, that was some poor driving, that, mate.
Sorry.
That was some terrible driving.
It's alright.
That was absolutely shocking.
So it's sliding now, look.
Guys, if you rewind the stream 5 minutes, I think we'll find before we went into that tunnel, I said, be careful, Tom, you got a yellow.
I probably didn't hear, to be quite fair. It's so loud. think we're safe to carry on.
Well, were you blind as well, or what?
Probably. It's right. It didn't end in chaos. Not just yet.
Tom's regulars will know what I'm saying inside. Speed challenge, Tom. Let's see how fast you can get it going between you and Sheffield.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen you hit 75, but unfortunately you were that fast that you caught the unit.
But if I didn't start slowing, I probably would have done. How could I have got through that without even hitting that 170? Would have been a close shave.
That's a great way of doing it, isn't it?
It's been like one of them scenes of Tom of the Tank where it's so close. Cheers, Nigel.
Cheers, Nigel, mate. See you later. See you next street. Well, Tom will see you
Take
next
care.
street, mate.
Points to set.
Get your reverse slightly forward, Tom. Back of me. So it's basically 191. It's basically just running out of time. So the loco has an ideal fire mass. It has the. That's when you actually have coal and stuff. And the water, when you're adding water, it takes, takes pressure out, it takes steam out of the loco, whatnot. So you need to work out if you need steam. Obviously, don't try not to be putting water when you need steam and stuff like that. You need to know the route as well as the loco. Nice,
Thank you. Take care, mate.
Not the reverse for 40, Tom. I hope it to 4.
Yeah.
With the beans.
Get beanies.
Let's see if you can have 75. Come on. Knock it to 35. Stop putting water in as well.
At least get here with water still. That's what you're doing, mate.
Right, I get the reverse to 30.
See the new asset over there.
Oh yeah, the new asset. Cheers, Stretch. Thanks so much, mate.
Thank you very much, Stretch. Take care.
Nah, we're good. We're good, LNER. He's not flipping it, mate. Can you get 75?
Oh, we've got a signal.
Keep going. It's all right. Ignore it. Keep going.
I just missed the AWS.
Oh, you've missed the AWS. You've missed it.
No.
Hello, Harrison. I've said that once already. Hello, Harrison.
Hello. It's all gone a little bit pear-shaped for this last 5 minutes, hasn't it?
GG, Tom. Well done, mate.
Oh, nice one, class 43, excellent stuff.
He has, Josh, he has. You've said it for me there, mate. I can't say it, but that is exactly what I'm thinking.
This one is main line, obviously. Main line registered, so it has to have all the AWS and everything in it.
Oh, you've blown cylinder up. You've just blown cylinder up, son.
I haven't.
You've just blown the cylinder.
Oh, no way. How can you tell?
Because I saw that big cloud of steam come out at front.
Oh.
I think there should be like a.
We'll go out in style, haven't we?
It's in the one inside. It's the inside cylinder.
We'll soon see what happens.
Yeah, these days all mainline steam
Yeah.
have to have AWS, TPWS, and OTMR.
Obviously, requirement for mainline certificate.
In the days when Green Arrow was mainline, it was just TPWS and AWS. Although previous to that, it was also on the mainline you only needed AWS. What are we doing, Tom?
Open.
Why have we got the lamp on? Is it dark in here?
Oh, I never turned it off, did I? I was too busy about my signal issues. Has it blown a cylinder?
Yeah, that's gone, mate. That's blown. So we've seen there. That's what happened there. Is Tom didn't move the reverser to
25%.
25% when it was above 25 miles an hour, and he's blown the inside cylinder. So the loco will be really struggling to work now, and it'll be really affected basically. But it won't break the game or anything. You could keep driving. You'd just be struggling.
Well, it's a good job I've done it really at the end, actually. It sort of shows what can happen.
You might be able to see on the inside. I'm not sure.
You can see.
If you look inside, you might be able to see.
Yeah, you can see all the stuff coming out. Steam.
With the one of the locos, we actually animated the outside cylinders blowing up. The cylinders at the front, Tom, not the back. But this is Green Arrow, and this is the V2 Advanced pack.
We'll limp it in.
You might have to tab this signal.
No, yes.
That's fun signals of Sheffield. Well, there is one on one of them. This one used to work. The second one broken, but they won't change. I'd guess it maybe it's because I've maybe added too many links to try and route all the routes that you can do for that signal. But what blew the cylinder? So I'm not a mechanical engineer or anything like that, so I don't know anything about them to say. But the way that Chris Barnes simulated this when he did all the files and everything. He did the realistic simulation where drivers have to keep the reverser at 25% when they're above 25 miles an hour. If it's above 25 miles an hour and you've got the reverser above 25% and you've got the regulator shut, then it can damage the cylinder basically. So he simulated that. If you run for a prolonged amount of time with the regulator shut and the reverser above 25%, it'll blow the cylinder out.
Oh, good lad, Mark.
That signal has been iffy since release. What?
You put my favourite livery 158s in.
Oh, mate, thanks.
I do like that one.
Yeah, those signals have been a bit iffy since release. I don't know if it is too much pressure burn. I've no idea, to be honest, mate. Possible, that's what it is. I just chucked 158s in it, so I didn't have any more.
First Northern and Western.
Didn't have any more requirements in. So I didn't want to put paces or in. The 158s were all I needed, so we just chucked a couple of them in.
Nicholas 990PL, thank you very much for the follow. Good evening. I think we need a fitter.
I think we need more than a fitter. It's a good job it when I come to Sheffield.
We've got here though.
You did get here, and you've done very well.
Are we on time?
You're early, I think.
I'm early. Yeah, winner. Early bath. Early bath.
Mouth.
Look at that. You can't say that many times, can you? Tom was early and driving steam together in the same sentence.
No, I mean, Tom actually getting to the end in steam's a pretty big achievement, to be honest.
Got to stop at the end of the station first, though. We've not made it yet.
Just have a look inside with the 8 camera when you stop and see if there's any damage.
I'm not going to open
I'm
the
not
doors.
sure if there probably isn't on this one, but it's been an inside cylinder. Because there'd be no point in doing that, but I don't know if it is or not.
I'll pause game for a second. Where do you want me to look?
Just in the frames, inside the frames. People can see the detail inside there anyway, then. So the other end, that's not the cylinder, mate, that's the big end, isn't it?
I don't know.
There you are, that black. I think it's that black that signifies it.
Is that the cylinder?
The cylinder's at the back of there, yeah. They're behind that thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's the cylinder. But I think the fact that it's gone black, if I remember rightly, that was how you know.
All right.
It's
Has it actually
broken.
changed colour?
I think that's what Chris did. I
All
think
right.
that's what he did.
So
Are you going to show the new asset
I will.
before we go off?
I will. So why has that gone back down underground? I saved that before. I changed it. Hang on.
Oh, it might be because I sent you the route. No, hang on.
I don't know. I don't know what happened there. So I did it before I finished. Yeah, hang on. What's it dumped now? Just to finish it off. Right. So this asset was it was something that was missing. It's sort of been brought to our attention over the weekend. What is it? St
Paul's
Paul's Tower. So this you can see it for quite a long way. Yeah. So Callum built this today after being brought to our attention. So on the next update, you will receive that in with the route, but you can see it for miles all the way out of on the way to
Yeah, you
Sheffield.
see it as far as Dawn, totally. I mean, there is actually an update for MML due out this week, hopefully this week. If it's not this week, it should be next week. And I'll go through the fix list for that now. So the fix list is 1R86 default version. There's an AI crash on that we fixed. Chesterfield Church, if you didn't download the quick fix for that, if you're missing that, you can actually get a hot fix off the website for that, but it'll be included with this update anyway. We've fixed the southbound quick drives that try to go from Sheffield to Nottingham, where they were diverting the wrong way to Trent Junction. We've adjusted a lot of signals around Toton. We've had a very kind DB driver that's actually come to us with loads of information about signalling at Toton, different routings and stuff like that, and all the theatre box indications. So he's helped us out with that. And I've added loads of AI signals around Toton Depot to try and help some of the AI moves and stuff in scenarios. And the speed limits have been corrected as per the DB driver. So 5 mile an hour essentially in all the main yards. More stop boards around Toton have been added as per DB driver. Adjustments to scenery at Ambergate Junction, replacing the old Kuju rock face. 1M84 for the standalone Derby to Nottingham Leicester. We fixed an AI crasher with that, and then we've added St Paul's Tower, as you've just seen there. So quite a few things coming in this update, which should be out, if not this week, it'll be out next week.
It really does change the view, to be quite fair, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make a big difference, that view. I'm glad it was pointed out.
It's got cool. It's got night lighting and stuff as well, so it lights up nicely at night. So again, not fully invisible in the dark, but yeah, excellent stuff. I mean, it's been a good stream. I've enjoyed that. Really good challenge.
Yeah.
I think next week will probably be. It's going to be. I think it's going to be route building again on the South Western Expressway's next one. We've got a sort of plan. I'm not sure if the shot went out or not. Actually, I can't remember if Scott put that out, but I think he did actually. I think he sent an email. But yeah, there's all sorts coming up. So if you have emails from us, do check. You'll sort of see what's going to come up from the next month. Was it an email, Scott? I saw that. But yeah, you'll get an idea what we're going to be covering. It doesn't actually say what days of the week of that month, what order they're coming, but you'll get an idea what's going to come over the month. So do have a look. So sort of get yourself feasted up there. But thank you for joining us this evening, and then don't forget the pack is on offer till the end of the month, $7.99. This scenario will go in at some point. I think he's going to do a few other bits, obviously make some default versions as well, so there's less extra requirements for people that don't have them. So do look out in the future for that as well. If you're a customer, you will get a notification when that update will go out eventually. Too. So yeah. Take care, everyone, and again, cheers yourself for joining us this evening, Mark. It's been good.
No worries, mate. No worries. Thanks, guys, for watching as well. Cheers for joining us.
We'll see you. It'll be at least next Tuesday, but if we end up doing a Friday stream, of course, that'll just go live on a Friday afternoon, usually around 1:30 anyway. So just look out. We may be on, we may not. Depends if there's time for allowance on that and what we're doing. But take care, everyone. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you on the next stream. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye all.